Welcome back for our presentation on property rates. We will give the mayor the opportunity to motivate the stance of the city regarding property rates, followed by our analyses, comment, and concerns. As ratepayer, you need to balance the information presented and take action, as the municipal value of your property does not put money in your pocket. A bone of contention to review. Firstly, we will give the mayor an opportunity to present his segment, followed by our analysis findings and concerns. Over to you, Mr. Mayor.
Property rates. I'm pleased to let you know that Cape Town's property rates remain the lowest in South Africa for every category of property. Residential property, commercial property, industrial property, we are the lowest in South Africa, based on a rate in the rand comparison, which is the formula used nationally to calculate property rates. This year, our rates will increase by 7.96%. Mainly to fund a massive new rollout of over 500 additional law enforcement and Metro Police officers to every ward in our city. Even after this increase is applied, Cape Town's property rates will remain below even last year's rates levels in all other cities in South Africa. So our rates this year, even after the increase, are still cheaper than every other city's rates last year, even before their increases. This increase is above inflation, but will help the city of Cape Town make record investments to position our metro as the city of hope, where ratepayers help to fund a successful city rather than see their rands go into a black hole, as you see happening in so many other cities around our country. Our investments include the over 500 new officers I mentioned earlier, plus a South African record infrastructure investment of 39 billion rand over the next 3 years. To put that in perspective, that is more than all three of the Gauteng metros combined. That is how much we are investing in new infrastructure here in Cape Town. And 75% of that infrastructure spend is directly benefiting lower income households in our city. For every 1 rand of property rates, you are helping to fund
Today, we're tackling property rates, the single largest source of the city's own income, and a major part of every homeowner's municipal bill. The city's draft 2025 and 2026 budget proposes significant changes we need to understand and question. The proposed increase and the valuation context. The city plans to increase the average property rate by 7.96%. This percentage, significantly above inflation, is applied to your property's municipal valuation to calculate your bill. Context: valuations 141% plus since 2010, but this 7.96% doesn't tell the whole story. According to city data, property valuations themselves have reportedly skyrocketed by 141% since 2010. So, this proposed rate increase is being applied to a valuation base that has already massively increased the rand amount homeowners pay over the years. The cumulative impact is substantial. Paper wealth: the long-term homeowner challenge. Home is not equal to commodity. Valuation is not equal to monthly affordability. This system hits long-term homeowners and pensioners the hardest. Many bought their properties 30 or 40 years ago as a home, a place for security, not a financial asset to trade. The huge increase in their property's market value is paper wealth. It doesn't translate into more cash in their pocket each month. Pensioner reality: fixed income versus rates based on unrealized home value. Charging ever higher rates based predominantly on this inflated, unrealized value is fundamentally unfair. Pensioner on a fixed income cannot simply spend their house's equity to cover a rates bill that has ballooned due to market forces. Their ability to pay comes from their income, which often hasn't kept pace. Yet, many find their relief applications rejected precisely because their long-term home's value is now too high. The double payment for policing argument. Ratepayers already pay income tax for SAP's national policing. While everyone wants safer communities, we must question this funding model. As residents, we already pay national income tax, which is meant to fund the South African Police Service. SAPS has the primary constitutional mandate for crime prevention and policing. Rates funding more municipal officers equals double payment for safety? Now, we are being asked to pay significantly higher municipal rates to fund a large expansion of local law enforcement. Is this not asking ratepayers to pay twice for policing, once through national taxes for SAPS, and again through local rates for an expanding municipal force that may be stepping into roles SAPS should be fulfilling? Role clarity, effectiveness, and long-term costs. SAPS versus municipal leap, roles? Effectiveness? Convictions? Furthermore, critical questions arise about roles and effectiveness. What specific functions will these 500 new officers perform that SAPS cannot or should not? The true measure of success in combating serious crime often lies in investigations, convictions, and imprisonment, primarily the domain of SAPS and the justice system. While municipal officers play a vital role in bylaw enforcement and visible policing, is funding a massive expansion through rates the most effective use of resources to tackle overall crime? Long-term burden, officer payroll costs escalate year after year. We must also consider the long-term financial implications. Funding 500-plus officers isn't a one-off capital cost, it's an ongoing, escalating payroll burden that will likely require further rates increases year after year, baked into the budget indefinitely. Conclusion and call to action on rates. Rates concerns. +7.96% on 141% valuations equals unaffordable cumulative hikes. Unfair paper wealth burden on pensioners/long-term owners. Policing, fair to double pay via rates and income tax? Is funding mass officer expansion via rates the most effective use of funds? Long-term payroll costs locked in. In conclusion, the proposed 7.96% rates increase, built upon massively inflated valuations, raises serious affordability issues, particularly for long-term residents and pensioners trapped by paper wealth. Furthermore, funding a large expansion of municipal law enforcement primarily through rates places a questionable double burden on residents already paying income tax for national policing, and locks in significant future costs.